Hi, it's Allen again with episode number 20 of 1000 Evidences for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Today we're going to be talking about the fact that there are multiple heavens. This is the unique teachings of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. All other churches that I know of speak of one heaven and one hell. We are unique in teaching this, but it is in accordance with the Bible, and it's very ironic that we get told, why don't you follow the Bible? Well, I'm here to tell you that we do, and this is evidence that the church is true, and that we do follow the Bible. Many of the Latter-day Saints refer to 1 Corinthians chapter 15, where it talks about the resurrection, and in this discussion, Paul talks about a glory of the sun and a glory of the moon and a glory of the stars. Now, he didn't just mention the sun, moon, and stars. He said there's a glory of the sun and a glory of the moon and a glory of the stars. I think this is an indication that he was talking about much more than just the heavenly bodies themselves. Now, there are some of our non-Latter-day Saint friends who say that multiple heavens could include the clouds, the atmosphere could be the first heaven. The other heaven would be the space, stars in the heavens, etc. And then the third heaven being the presence of God. They indicate this when we quote them 2 Corinthians chapter 12, where Paul looked up into the third heaven. And that's a pretty good interpretation. They might be right in that case. I think sometimes the heavens do. The Bible does refer to the cloudy sky as a heaven of sorts. The starry heavens, that's fine. But I think we can be assured that many references are referring to the state of the souls after death, after the resurrection. Places of abode. In Luke chapter 12, verse 33, the Lord speaks of treasures in the heavens. Now, these treasures in the heavens, plural, would not be available. The treasures would not be available in a cloudy sky or in the starry heavens. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 19, Jesus said, those who break the least of these teachings, these commandments, will be least in the kingdom of heaven. Now that indicates that there are various levels in the heavens. But whosoever shall do them and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Again, a reference to various levels. Jesus said, in my Father's house are many mansions. Many different places of living. According to Clark's commentary, Clark is not LDS. He interprets it as that Jesus is saying he's going to a state of glory where there's not only a place of supreme eminence for himself, but also places for his disciples, various degrees of glory, suited to the various capacities and attainments of his followers. In 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18, it says, Paul said that we can look into a mirror and see God. We talked about whether or not man can become like God. But before doing so, we are changed into the same image from glory to glory. The Revised Standard edition of the Bible says that as we progress from one kingdom of glory to another. Very significant. Paul wrote to the Ephesians about Christ dwelling in heavenly places. Places is plural. Heavenly places. Dwelling in heavenly places. That's not the sky of clouds. That isn't the starry heavens. Dwelling in heavenly places, plural. Great men and women of ages past endured great trials and tribulations according to Hebrews chapter 11, that they may obtain a better resurrection. This means they were hoping for a better judgment at the time of the resurrection. Peter wrote about new heavens wherein dwelleth the righteous. Notice the plurality of new heavens, plural, wherein dwelleth the righteous. John wrote about the heavens rejoicing. The cloudy sky doesn't rejoice. The starry sky doesn't rejoice. But people in the higher heavens, plural, would rejoice. Early Christians taught that beings from higher kingdoms could visit those in lower kingdoms. This source is in Pistis Sophia, but it was an early Christian teaching. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is another evidence the church is true and that we follow the Bible. Tune in again for next number 21. Thanks.
Mortals give thanks and sing and triumph evermore. Lift up your heart, lift up your voice, rejoice.